running a sex cult. I'm not running adult amusement parks or whatever other nonsense we've read in the slander against me, my good name, and my organization, my beautiful, noble friends and family. That's the work we do. That's the work we do all around the world. I don't know what's happened to the rest of this thing. It's gone off. In any event, what we're planning here, just to end this, is a very small project. We're planning to syndicate the project in different parts of the world. That's already underway. There is no possible way I would try to roll up into a beautiful place like this and settle 1,000 people and build the Taj Mahal. I'd be the one to shoot myself in the back of the head if I had such a godless vision. There is no possible way we would come here and try to disrupt or disturb anything. There will be a handful, and I mean a handful, of residents. That's it. There will be a healing center and a sacred ceremonial ground, which will simply represent the heartland of Middle America, where all the First Nation peoples, white skins, black skin, brown skin, red skin, yellow skin, can all agree and acknowledge that there is one sacred spot on the earth in the middle of Middle America that is a free zone, a true sovereign jurisdiction where children of God can stand there in honor and in love one to another. It's a symbolic gesture. If you go back and study the life and times of the man from Nazareth, and I do not put myself even at the level of his fingernails, but if you study the life and times, it's about symbols, it's about gestures, it's about doing the right thing at the right time. This is the right time. Friends, look around you. We're on the brink of a thermonuclear war that threatens to overshadow the entire world. I'm responsible for that. We are responsible. All of us, the way we dream, the way we use the power of our God-given imagination. And the first thing we have to do is engender fellowship. Love one to another. That's it. I have nothing more sophisticated to offer you. There is not going to be 1,000 people moving into this beautiful part of the world. It's going to be a beautiful, private sanctuary space. And the neighbors around us will be consulted every step of the way. Every step of the way. We'll be bringing some horses in from the Lakota plains that we're rescuing from slaughter. And those horses are going to be doing equine therapy for veterans and autistic children. You tell me that's a crime. And the golden ticket, that was just a clever idea of how we could generate the revenues amongst our own movement. And it worked beautifully. I could get institutional funding like that and buy huge tracts of land. That's not what we're about. We're about fellowship. We're about leaning in together and making manifest these dreams and these noble visions in this world. Too many tears in this world. This is a tired, middle-aged man here. I'm done with the war bit. I'm done with disease. I'm done with the orchestration of chaos on the checkerboard of the kingdom of the devil. I'm done with that. We need to envision a new kind of world. That's what this sanctuary is about. The ones we're developing in Asia, the ones we're developing in Africa, the same. There is no cult, there is no credo, there is no blueprint or template other than the simple language I'm speaking right now, talking about reclaiming our own health sovereignty. Number one, I wish I could show the rest of my slideshow, and perhaps we'll find a time when I can do it. My lectures are normally 4 hours long, and they normally pack theaters and no one leaves, because I show a lot of really interesting stuff. I show how we build that new earth, that new world. I talk about true cost economics. I talk about bringing hemp back in to Middle America. It was outlawed in 1937, in the 1937 Marijuana Act. Before that, your grandparents and great-grandparents, by law, every farmer had to farm hemp, at least 200 acres. And then in comes the 1937 Marijuana Act and outlaws hemp. Why? Because the oil and gas devils, the plastic barons. They wanted to introduce synthetic molecules and plastics industry, a quadrillion-dollar poisoning of the air, the water, the soil, and more importantly, your children. That's where we've arrived at. My mate Bobby Kennedy is now slaying that Leviathan in Washington. I played an integral role, as many of us frontline radical activists at the time of COVID. We were the ones putting Fauci on trial. I asked Kennedy, let's put him on trial. Dr. David Martin, Dr. Judy Mikovits, who worked for Fauci for 20 years, came in to give evidence, and we put him on trial in 2021. Some of you may remember that. The point I'm making is, it's just, the new earth is not a religion. We're not trying to compete against an incredible spiritual dimension that you already have. We're not coming to pollute the minds of children. We're here to claim our autonomy as sons and daughters of God, as children of God. And it's all around the world. Now, why Tennessee? A couple of reasons. A, it embodies Middle America. It embodies that spirit. There's a lot of unrestricted land here. And I do understand that there are politics involved, and that there's those in the political milieu who don't want this to continue to be unrestricted. But from what I understand, Tennessee will always remain unrestricted. The land, right? Good. That's autonomy. That's what we mean by sovereignty. That's what we mean by jurisdiction. So we're not a bunch of hacks going out trying to throw rocks at the government. There's a place for government. There's a place for the military. There's a place for good policing. There's a place for everything. But there's also a place for honest to God sovereign citizens standing in their jurisdiction. And not being buggered every Tuesday by the overreach of statutes coming from a place called Washington District of Columbia, which is a privately owned corporation, pretty much owned by the Crown of England and the Vatican. Don't even stop me there. So I am for Middle America. I think I share your exact same values. And I'll say, finally, again, it is where the pitchforks, the Bibles, and the guns lean in together that we have the salvation of this world, as far as I'm concerned. Thank you for your time. I want to introduce Marsha Ann Willardson. She is the head of our Law Commission and the core trustee of New Earth Nation, as we call it. Agrobiology, syntropic agroforestry, mindfulness, the elevation of art, beauty, and consciousness, making things, going back to making things, not buying cheap knockoffs made in Beijing. I'll end it there. Sorry, friends. You start.